For me, we should always remember the victims. Jessica Chapman and Holly Wells, two beautiful young girls taken too early by an absolute monster. We don't need to name him, do we? And you know how some things stick with you in life, like images? You mention that monster's name and I still see them two pretty girls in the Man U shirts hugging each other. What an absolute monster. How do? Again, brick dust in my hair, loosely speaking. Yeah, he's a monster, him. So there's an article about him whinging and whining in prison. I'm going to put a couple of things to you, yeah, just to have a think about. So we know this monster. He's now in HMP Franklin. Somebody, start of his sentence, tried to cut his throat. He's well protected, you know, special supervision and the like. General pop now, and for me, he's not going to finish his sentence, is he? Someone's going to take him out. However, he has got a chance at parole. I'd like to think that monsters like this never ever get out, but like I say, I'm a big believer in street justice and karma. So why is he in the news? He's complaining and bitching. He's had things taken off him. Now there's some real issues for me here. One, he allegedly had a Man U shirt with number 10 on the back. So back in the day, it might have changed. You couldn't have football shirts in prison for obvious reasons. You don't want people kicking off. But again, in order for a prisoner to have property, it has to be given to him in reception. We all know who he is. So who has actually given him a Man U shirt with number 10 on? That's a bit of an insult, that, isn't it? In fact, it's sickening. He also had pictures, again, serious criminals and the like, security department. This way, Brian. All the pictures should be checked. He got pictures of himself and, loosely speaking, his girlfriend, Maxine Carr. No longer called Maxine Carr. I'm going to talk about her. So early on, when he got his throat cut, sadly, someone didn't finish the job. Do you think anybody in prison for any reason should be able to put a claim in and get compensation? He tried to get a claim. I don't know where it went. Criminal injuries and the like. Used to get prisoners. This way, Brian. Falling out of bed. Top bunk at Strangeways, one a week. Claim going in. Remember a lad coming to me with a cut on his foot, done by a razor blade, nice clean cut. The nurse saw it, he put a claim in, got something like 14 grand. Most claims don't get challenged. The prison service can't afford to. Now if you cut your toe in your shower or fall out of bed and hurt your back, do you get to put a claim in? Do you think prisoners should be able to get compensation in prison or not? Anyway, back to this monster. Somebody's seen sense. They've done a cell spin, taken the shirt off him. That's what he's bitching about. Why he'd got it again, I don't know. And pictures of Maxine Carr and himself. It's a disgrace. Now, up to being sentenced, prisoners have all sort of pictures in the legal notes. Any crime scene pictures and the lot. I've seen some absolute beasts gloating and showing them pictures around. Legal documents, there's nothing you can do, but pretty sick, isn't it? So yeah, HMP Franklin, let's hope karma pays him a visit. Enough about that scumbag. Jessica and Holly, God bless, rest in peace, family and friends. How difficult that see, like I see that image of them two, imagine the families. Awful, truly awful. Maxine Carr, what happened to her? Well, a good few years ago, I believe she was in Essex. Nice 4-bedroom detached house. Maybe married, maybe a couple of kids of herself. She got 3.5 years for allegedly perverting the course of justice. She was nothing to do with the murders, you know, portrayed as some sort of numbnuts girlfriend. Anyway, I believe she served less than 2, and like I say, nice 4-bedroom detached house. Where do you think that came from? Or the police protection or private security, because you can bet she got it along with, I can never say this word, anonymity. Yeah, she was made anonymous, a new name. What do you think about that? What do you think about some of these creatures? Not all. Robert Thompson, one of the 2, John Venables, Jamie Bulger again. Truly awful crime. God bless him, family. What do you think about them being given new names? Robert Thompson and Maxine Carr might be neighbours now, for all we know. I had a couple of emails from some couple of Aussies. One was a prison officer, told a very nasty story of a crime possibly perpetrated by, let's just say, John Smith, who possibly was Robert Thompson, living in Australia allegedly. And Maxine Carr too. Obviously, like I say, protected, anonymous, oblivious, or people are oblivious to who they are or what they've done. What is that about? Because the British taxpayer will be paying that, won't they? Australians won't be paying for it, will they? What a disgrace. Thompson, or whatever he's called now, allegedly, locals believe, private security. Again, why? You know, if you're playing the gutter, as it were, truly shocking. So what do you think about compo? Prisoners getting compo. There were a lad called Taylor when I was at Forest Bank. On the way to alarm bell, 3 lads in front of me. I shouted, move. 2 moved, 1 went into me. I flattened him. I don't know what happened to him. He ended up with a cut on his head. Met him at Strangeways, opened his cell, greeted me. Mr. Samworth, I got 14 grand. Shaking my hand, got my hand shaking it. Thanks, mate. That sort of thing. And then the anonymous bollocks, giving people new names, perpetrators of some of the most horrendous crimes. Anyway, we'll get on to Brian. Come down. But yeah, that monster, Jessica and Holly, karma's coming for you, mate. The rope. We need to bring back the rope. It's never going to happen, but it should. Brian! Beautiful evening. See him frolicking in the distance. Seen a few deer lately at night. He's obviously not catching them. Brian! Come on! Come on then! Come on! Yeah! Brian! Come on! Oh my Lord, he's coming. So well trained and so obedient. Listen guys, thanks for your continued support. God bless you all. Families, you know, suffer a lifetime. Some of these monsters just need to be leaving the planet for me. They really do. Brian? Come here, kid. Good boy. Brian? Come on. Listen guys, I keep saying this. Things are coming to a head in this country now. We're getting to a point where something needs to be done. Epping protest looks like getting bigger and not going away, shoulder to shoulder. Don't let the police start the civil war and unrest, a friend of mine told me. You know, agent provocateurs, counter protests and the like. It's coming to a head. The good people of this country are a majority. Taxpayers are being ripped off left, right and centre. And our illustrious Prime Minister blatantly lies to your face now. Have you seen him talking about housing? Plenty of housing for immigrants, he says. Smiling. What an awful person. Ryan? Ryan, no cans. Again, God bless you all. Thanks for coming. Al City.